Hi, my name is Hazaldin. I'm Executive Chairman of the American Communist Party and host of the Infrared Show. It's a great honor to be here in China.
同志们，大家好，我是老猫。看到这个视频，你算是超上了。老猫有幸对新美共 Acp 执行主席哈兹阿尔丁进行了采访。为和美国共产党 CPUSA 进行区分啊，我们规范称 Acp 为美利坚共产党。那哈兹首次来华出席由中国人民大学主办的明德战略对话2025，这是一个探讨人类未来发展的高规格国际论坛。老猫此次的采访，中国人民大学重阳金融研究院提供了必要的保障支持。那在此向人大重阳金融研究院致谢。哈兹虽然只有27岁啊，但理论水平是真的高。老猫向他提了5个问题，事先他都不知道，没有通气儿啊，他都能够侃侃而谈，根本停不下来啊。那为了控制采访时长，我们不得不多次提醒他压缩时间。由于时间较长，加上翻译的问题，对他的采访分成了5期视频。老猫建了一个对话国际左翼同志的视频合集，视频呢由我的老朋友武岩同志进行专业翻译，感谢他。天冷了，大家如果确有购置衣服的需求，可以看看老猫橱窗里的这几件卫衣，有新美共、英共毛等标志，特别推荐这一件。把落后的帽子甩到太平洋那头去的6代机卫衣，加绒不加绒，戴帽不戴帽都可以自选啊，价格不高，质量可以，绝对穿得出去，也是对我们奔波采访的一种支持。感谢同志们。第一个问题是请哈兹系统的介绍一下美利坚共产党。
Hi.
Okay.
Something like an introduction or?
Yeah, like for introduction, it's okay for introduction. Yeah.
Okay. Hi, my name is Hazaldin. I'm Executive Chairman of the American Communist Party and host of the Infrared Show. It's a great honor to be here in China.
So the first question of the Mr. Mao, can you briefly have the introduction to your the situation of the ACP? What is your programs and how numbers of your members and what does that consist of your members? What is the most of your city you active in? Yeah.
So, the American Communist Party was launched in July 2024 as an official reconstitution of the Communist Party USA due to what we regard as a liquidation of that party at the 32nd National Convention. The American Communist Party adapts the experience of Marxism-Leninism thus far as a matter of theory, experiences in Russia and China and elsewhere. It attempts to adapt these to the American national context, with a strong emphasis on pragmatism and meritocracy. It's a results-oriented party which is principally concerned with the most effective way in which to build an alternative form of dual power politics in the United States of America. Our party is primarily focused on encouraging initiative and constant activity rather than idleness, rather than simply claiming the title of communist as a matter of ideological confession and purport. For us, communism entails a necessary working relationship between theory and practice. It means continuing to adapt Marxism to new concrete circumstances and showing how in practice communist ideas can be more beneficial and useful in guiding the masses through their everyday contradictions, through contradictions at the level of the most local forms of governance and community in everyday life. Now, of course, our party must begin small with respect to that. So our first steps are things like community service. For example, speaking at city council meetings, outreach through farmers markets and various different kind of local events and so on to articulate a new kind of mass line, so to speak, for American communist politics. It's also worth pointing out that our party regards information age methods of communication as crucial. Information age methods of communication and information flow is indispensable for organization. We return back to Lenin's basic first steps and what is to be done. These various pamphlets and polemics he wrote about the necessary relationship between media and organization. Media in the information age is principally decentralized in the sense that it's not strictly based on centralized newspapers or organs of communication by a central authority or body, but is based on feedback loops and memes and memetics and flow of information in a more kind of horizontal and distributed manner. So our party incorporates this reality of how information flows in the 21st century. And so party activity is endangered and generated in such a way. Like when a certain initiative is taken up by a certain chapter in one state and it turns out to be immensely successful, it organically spreads in our party like a meme, inspiring others to do the same, and so on and so on. So our party has this very dynamic way of gating necessary information about which types of practice and which types of activity are the most conducive to growth. It's kind of like an AI, if you will. Failure is necessary as training data for any language learning model or any kind of artificial intelligence. It needs all the data it can get, even false data, in order to have render the goals intelligible, right? Render the data intelligible, right? So this is what our party is, a structure, and it's a system set up to render and make intelligible what kinds of practices and which kinds of activity are the most conducive to success for as far as dual power is concerned. Our party has only, in its current form, in its current constitution, existed for 1 year. And our numbers are not large. I will be fully honest, and it's not my intention to mislead. Some people are surprised when they find out we're not a party of tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands. We're a party of approximately 1,000 people. But keep this in mind, most parties in the United States, most organizations in the world for that matter, have a funny way of counting membership. They simply have people sign up, maybe they pay a due, and that's all that suffices for membership. We have a very rigorous standard of membership. Okay, so all of our members are active. None of them are idle. None of them are simply claiming the title of communist and because they clicked a button or signed up. Moreover, we have a high barrier to entry when it comes to education and improving one's abilities and so on and so on. So we are frankly admitting the facts and the reality that in the United States of America, communist politics does not exist. There is a widespread sympathy and consciousness that is open-minded toward communist ideas, certainly, very much so among the youth, but that has yet to be translated into any kind of real practical commitment or organization. Our party is attempting to be that in its inceptual stages for the building of a communist politics in America. The very beginning and inceptual stages. Our party has met success.